teen suicide is also a growing problem, and that's why Focus on the Family has developed a new training to combat it. It's called Alive to Thrive, and we're joined now by President Jim Daly. Jim, thanks for joining us.
Heather, it's good to be with you.
Well, tell us, it sounds like there really are some proactive steps that people who have teens in their lives can take to help them prevent suicide. What can be done?
Well, there's suicide hotlines. I think the culture is waking up to this, terrible situation. You think of the numbers, there's approximately 30 million people that fit that demographic, 18 to 24. And that's approximately 7 million people that have had suicide thoughts or ideation. And that's exactly why we created Alive to Thrive, to equip caregivers to the teens, those in a relationship with them, parents most of all, but also coaches and youth leaders and others, pastors, to be able to identify those teens that are at risk and those 20-somethings at risk so that they can intervene and do what they need to do to help save a life. And I think, Heather, the biggest issue in the culture right now is just this diminishing of the value of human life generally. And I think that suicide ideation is just part of the downstream flow of us disregarding being made in God's image.
It's really fascinating to think about that. How can people tap into this resource?
Well, they can certainly come to focusonthefamily.com, the website, and navigate that to find it, or they can call 1-800-A-FAMILY, and it's free. We are not charging for this. That's how much we believe in this program and curriculum. So we just want to get it into everybody's hands so that fewer people will succeed at taking their own life.
What are some of the warning signs that you're encouraging people to look for that teens might be sending indicating they're having suicidal thoughts?
Well, unfortunately, COVID-19 has made these more amplified, but you look at isolation, it can be chronic depression, obviously, sleeping long periods of time, no social interaction, isolation, bullying, all these things contribute to the self-esteem issues that some young people suffer from, and then decide because of that pressure and those external influences that my life just isn't worth living. I just signed a letter, 10 minutes ago, to a physician friend of mine whose son just took his life. That's how real it is, and that's how common, unfortunately, it is in the culture right now.
And just briefly, for people who are seeing these warning signs, what can they do? What do you encourage them to say or do?
Get help. That's the key thing. If you don't know, but something is gnawing at you, don't hesitate to get the help that's needed. My wife's brother committed suicide, and on the back end of that, after he succeeded, the family had so much guilt that they didn't act on the signs that they saw. And I would say, if you're concerned, go with that gut hunch and get help. Talk to a physician, call the suicide hotline, call Focus on the Family. We're here to help you too.
All right, really sobering information, but helpful information. Jim Daly with Focus on the Family, thanks for your time.